go Juan, then Fabian. Well, third row on your left.
Dave, what's just back here, Dave?
Damn, Juan.
Sorry. What's the status with Shohei Ohtani?
He had a little left shoulder subluxation, but everything. So we're going to get some tests at some point tonight, tomorrow, and then we'll know more in the next couple of days. But the strength was great. The range of motion good. So we're encouraged. But obviously, I can't speculate because we don't get the scans yet. So once we get the scans, we'll know more. But again, with the strength and range of motion good, that's certainly a positive.
Go to Fabian on your right, Dave.
Those tests, I'm sure, will happen tomorrow.
Tomorrow, probably, yeah.
And then what sort of exactly happened to sort of cause the injury?
I don't know. I think it was, obviously, I think he slides on his left knee, right foot forward. That's my assumption. And then he probably, as he put his hand down, it probably subluxed out. That's probably what it was.
And is that pretty much what you said right away when you guys went out there for him?
Yeah.
Up front on your left, Dave. JP.
Dave, I know that the subluxation is one that guys can be prone to if they have repeated. Has he done this before?
You know what? I don't know, JP. I'm not sure. So I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure. Don't know.
Go to Jack, third row in the middle here.
One more with Ohtani. How concerning was just that scene when he went down?
The scene, very concerning. Obviously, when you get any one of your players that goes down, it's concerning. But after kind of the range of motion, the strength test, I felt much better about it.
How much did that kind of just impact the mood in the clubhouse afterwards? When you guys have a lead.
I mean, I think for a minute, but then, at that point in time, you got Kopech coming out there. We're still trying to win a baseball game.
We can go to Bill, Jack, if you don't. That's the easiest.
Dave, on Yamamoto, generally talk about what he did tonight, but also you get to the middle innings, data generally says take him out, facing the third time.
So you're a data guy, huh?
I'm an analytics guy. But also, he hasn't gone that deep since really when he faced the Yankees, which
That's
was
right.
back in June. So what
That's
went
right.
into your decision-making?
Yeah. I think for me, watching how he was throwing the baseball, there wasn't much stress in the game. And, he hasn't been in the seventh inning since that Yankee game. I think he's thrown up to 76 pitches. So I felt building. We had a good building block foundation. And so I really wanted him to get Stanton. So number one, to get one more hitter and to be able to touch that seventh inning. So I think for me, that was it regardless.
And also, as you were navigating the ninth inning, what made it the right time to get Vesey up, and what made it the right time to get him in the ballgame?
Yeah, Blake, Soto does a nice piece of hitting, then he gets the strikeout, then hits a bag for the base hit, and then Chisholm hits a ball down below that was really good. I thought he kind of got back into the at-bat with Rizzo, leaned in, gets hit. For me, I was trying to get him through Volpe, and so that was kind of where it was at, and I just didn't want to go to Alex too soon to potentially take a Volpe tax, and I just felt, again, that Blake had enough stuff to get Volpe in that spot.
Go far back in the center, Dave. Ken?
Dave, back to Shohei. Just to be perfectly clear, it's a subluxation, not a dislocation?
That's what I heard from our trainer. Yes, Kenny.
We'll do just a couple more. Fabian?
Yeah, just to go back to Yamamoto, obviously the comparison will be to the Yankee Stadium start, but how similar was he tonight to where that was? And it seemed like the fastball, especially after that Soto at bat, seemed like he seemed to lock in the command there.
Yeah, I mean, I thought, you're looking at our two starters. I think that they made one bad pitch apiece in their respective starts. And this one tonight was a fastball away, supposed to be. He yanked it, and Soto didn't miss it. But I would say that this start for me was probably a little bit better in the sense of we didn't have to navigate Soto back at Yankee Stadium either. So, but obviously on this stage, he was fantastic tonight.
We can go to Stephanie and then Jack.
Hey, Dave, which tests will they run on Ohtani?
MRI.
Thanks.
We can go to Jack. And
Just after the Soto home run, how important was that sequence with Teo and Freddie kind of responding, going deep back-to-back at bats?
It was big. So Teo's homer obviously was huge. I thought he just missed clipping him earlier, and got a fastball belt line and really put a great swing on it. And then Freddie, I mean, that was, it's one thing to turn around 92, but 97 up and in, that's a different monster. And he just took a really good swing, and I think it's, he just big. We needed it, clearly.
Do two more for Doc. Jason, far back.
Dave, does Shohei have the green light to run whenever he thinks is right?
Yes.
Okay.
He stole however many bases. I think he's a pretty good, astute base runner, and with 2 outs right there to try to tack on in a World Series game, it was the right play, and just baseball happens, yeah.
I know you've gone through a lot of injuries this year. If you have to play the rest of the World Series without Shohei Ohtani, how equipped are you to do that?
I'm not there, Jason. I'm expecting to be there, so I'm expecting to be in the lineup.
If we can just pass it to Tim.
Since it's Ohtani's left shoulder, just practically speaking, what is the significance of that for him as a hitter, his back shoulder?
I would say that in a vacuum, the left shoulder is better than the right shoulder for a left-handed hitter. But again, we'll know more. But to answer your question,
I'll finish up with Barry up here.
Doc, if the Yankees had come back and tied, was he out of the game?
I didn't even think that far, Barry. I'm just happy we didn't have to get to that spot.
All right, Doc, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
MLB Executive of the Year, CBS Sports Baseball insider Jim Bowden, who joins us from Dodger Stadium. And Jim, give us your perspective on the Shohei Ohtani injury. Caught stealing in the 7th inning. He's holding his left shoulder. We heard him on the broadcast say, "I popped my shoulder out."
Yeah, it's a dislocated shoulder. It popped out. They were able to pop it back in. They're calling it day-to-day right now. With this kind of injury, he could be absolutely fine Monday to DH because they got it right back in right away. But we're really not going to know until tomorrow to see how he feels, and maybe even Monday. But there's no doubt that, that is a concern for sure. Fortunately, the Dodgers are up 2-0. But there is a chance that he could miss some action in this World Series.
Jim, would you keep him out for a game? Would you hold him back just to be cautious?
No, I'm not going to hold him back. If he's able to swing the bat on Monday and Shohei says he's good to go and has no restrictions during batting practice, if that were to happen, then you absolutely go ahead and play him.
All right, there you go. So you heard from Jim there, a dislocated shoulder, pop back in. We'll see what happens in terms of Game 3. As for Game 2, Yoshi Yamamoto was sharp. 6 1/3, 1 hit on the home run to Juan Soto. What did you see from Yamamoto here in Game 2?
I saw a pitcher living up to a $325 million contract is what I saw, right? That's what the Dodgers guaranteed him in the offseason. And when you pay a pitcher that amount of money, you know what you're expecting? You're expecting a win in the World Series, and he delivered beyond expectations. His fastball was 96 to 98 miles an hour. It was dominant. It had finish. It had life. The split finger, especially on the one that he threw to Volpe that he punched him out on, was an 80 split finger on a scouting scale of 20 to 80. The slider was absolutely nasty. The sinker was good. He mixed his pitches. He kept them off balance. He went north, south, east, west. He added, he subtracted, as good as it comes. He's not a power pitcher. He's not a pitchability pitcher. He's both, right?
Yep.
What we saw tonight was as good as it gets in Major League Baseball, Hakeem. A dominant ace.
Yeah, he retired the final 11 batters he faced, including Aaron Judge on a splitter. Aaron Judge is having a rough postseason. 1 for 9, 6 strikeouts. Aaron Judge is making $360 million. You consider they were trying to get Yamamoto in the offseason, a contract well over $300 million, reserved the number 18 for him. He said, "I'm going to L.A. I'm taking their money. I'm going to join forces with Shohei Ohtani." Aaron Judge is one of the best hitters on the planet, but he's not proving it in this World Series. What are you seeing that he's not seeing?
Yeah, he's not seeing the balls, what he's not seeing. I mean, I can't believe the swing and miss in this postseason. He's seen 111 swings. 49 of them have been misses. Like, he's just not seeing the ball at all. Now, if you remember when the season started, he wasn't seeing the ball in April. Remember the slump that he had? And then after that, he became the best hitter in baseball. He's going to win the MVP of the American League. And you look at his statistical numbers, it was the best of any offensive player. But the fact of the matter is, and the truth of the matter is, Aaron Judge is struggling in this World Series. And the only way the Yankees are going to get back in this World Series and have this game come back to L.A. for 6 or 7 is Aaron Judge has to figure it out and has to start doing damage.
Yep, that's back-to-back 3 strikeout games for the first time in his career in the postseason. Jim Bowden with the very latest here on